job of the day. Just have a quick walk around. Make sure my lights are working, especially the indicators. Just check tyres, but they're all up. And not just got air in at the top. All good. Needs a bath, Jesus. Look at that. Check my pipe from the draw car, make sure I've not lost any pins. No. Pipes are all good. Just touching PTO. Right, we'll get filled up. So, turn the boxes on. Oh, they're already on, I left them on. Whoops. Anyway, lift front axle up, which is that one. And that's it. If I had the discs on, I'd lift the discs up and fold them on, but it's just a tanker. So, air's built up, ice bus is loaded, camera's working. Let's go. Look at that, we're filling just before 7. I've taken the pump to the field, and then I jump straight on this. We'll get filling. The farm from up the road come to help out today as well with a Massey. I think it's a 8732 with another Joskin tanker on it. They've got a 20 cube, I've got a 22.5. I can only squeeze about 20 cube in this though for some reason. That's always been the case. Never been able to get. If there's no bubbles in it, I can get about 21 cube in the tank, but normally it's just 20 cube and that's it. When the lagoon's low and it's struggling to pull, sometimes I can only get 18, so I don't know why that is, but yeah, I do struggle to fill it sometimes. It's all going well. I just need to nip up to the yard and just get a cable tie, and just tie some cables away from the PTO. And they're just a bit close for my liking. They're not touching, but they're just a bit too close. So we're at negative pressure, that's the pressure gauge on the right. It's at minus 0.5 bar. And we're about a quarter full at the moment. Just going to flick the turbo on, I think, which is this one. Turn that on, and the pressure gauge on the left goes up to about 2000 psi. And then that green motor on the left there, the end of the arm, that's just got a paddle inside. Spins it really fast, and it just helps to chuck it into the tanker, the liquid. So, all going good, no problem so far. I'll try and get some drone footage later of the Massey in this. We have a queue, it's got a wagon waiting to tip. They can't get to the field where we are because I've got nowhere to turn around, so it's just 2 tractors and tankers today. But I think tomorrow and Wednesday, the block of land that we're going to, there's plenty of room for them to turn around, so they're coming up there with us. Should be able to get some really shifted tomorrow. Got 2 Masseys on the job today, and a 942 again. That's Adam, just getting a tractor. That's a 8740, 400 horsepower. Drives past. Nice Joskin tanker.
Back on now.
And then we've got Joe, 8732, with another 20 cube Joskin. Just tipping into the nurse tank. I'll let Richard know when he gets back on tractor. Johnny is just in 53. He's in big pace.
Okay, no, cheers, Jack.
That's what we're doing. Tankers are bringing it up, put it into the nurse tank, and then got the 1050 on the pump, then sending it off over yonder, over there. So these pipes go absolutely rock solid when they're under pressure. You can drive a tractor over them and they don't squash or anything. It'd be interesting to know what pressure's in them, to be honest. We don't have a pressure gauge or anything. I just know a lot. It's making quite a muddy mess in the 942. Try and keep this tractor as clean as we can, even the windscreen and everything. It's a bit wet. A good post-spring clean, I think, when we get done. Just got to the lagoon. So I'll show you how I fill it up. It fills a lot better if it's level, so drop the front end of the tanker right down. Put my front axle back down, like that, and then put the lazy arm down, line it up with that. And then just set it filling, press go, minimum revs, open the gate valve, fill in. I'll give it a minute or two just to get some digestate through the arm, and then I'll turn the turbo fill on. It's a ridiculously sized box for what it does, and half the things I don't need. I've always thought about putting this somewhere here as well, because I use this a lot when I've got the discs on the back. I'm constantly pressing start. That's what drops your discs and puts them into work, and I think it'd be a lot better if it were just somewhere here, attached to the armrest and moved with it, rather than me always reaching up here. But it works, it does work. So I'll try and put the turbo on now. You can't see the pressure gauge because it's covered in mud. I can just see it. I'll get going that. So it's just climbing up now to 2000 psi, and there it is, turbo filling. So that needle there will just slowly start to go up and up and up and up and up, and then when I see it bubbling at the top sight glass, right at the top, not that oval one, there's a circular one right at the top, that's when I turn the turbo off, give it a few more seconds, turn the pump off and shut the gate valve, and it's full. Getting about 20 cube in it, that's 20 tons of digestate. It is a 22.5, but you can never fill it all the way for some reason. I think there's just bubbles in it. I think it just foams up a bit. The mass is just leaving now. There'll be another one down here shortly. Like I've said before, that's a 20 cube tanker, and the other one's...
you send it back,
And the other one's a 20 cube tanker. That's the dribble bar man. Just finished a field and setting up for a new field.
Okay, give us a second.
That's the pump man. That's his leaving. I do like the Joskin tankers. I do think they're a really good bit of kit. We did have a Samson on demo, and don't get me wrong, that were great. That were an awesome bit of kit, but this Joskin here that's on the back of this tractor, it's 10 years old this year, and to be honest, other than a few seals and just wearing parts really, it's had very little downtime. Just things you'd expect to wear out really, that you would replace. There's no rot on it anywhere. It is a great tanker, and I really can shift some with it.
Alright.
I think the most I've done in a day is 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000. Tanker's nearly full.
Trying to talk, Richard. I think the most I've done in a day, fair enough, it was the back of the farm here. So I wasn't, on the road travelling far, but I did 1,100 cube in a day on my own. So you really can crack on with it. And it weren't a ridiculous day. I think started at 8, I was definitely in the field for 8, and by 11 o'clock at night, that were it, I were done. Which in harvest isn't really a ridiculous day. That's just your normal day, to be honest. So it's full now, so I've knocked the turbo off, knocked the revs off, turn the PTO off.
Just left now, just left tanker.
Slowly shut that gate valve.
Thank you.
Lift that up, drops off. Try and get most of it back in it. Unlock the drawbar, and we're good to go. Just put a bit of pressure back in that. POV. Really getting into the YouTube lark now. It does, well, the big Fendts that we've got really do fill up a road. Train spotter. Must be something good coming today. This big shed here on the right, that's a grain store that we use. It was built only 2 years ago. It's got a big dryer in that end of it. There's Joe. Man must be on his break. We're going to try and get lorries up to the nurse tank, but it's just too greasy on top for them. They'll be alright in summer, but it soon turns sloppy, does this track in winter. But the three of us, to be fair, we're keeping him going fairly well. He's not waiting too long. I think if we had another one as well, we're just getting each other's way, so I think 3 is just perfect. Yeah, we're definitely getting the way of each other down at the lagoon. So we're spreading over there. I don't know if you can see in the distance, there is the 225 with the cow on. I can only just see it, so I doubt the camera will pick that up. And then the dribble bar, all the seagulls behind him, they're picking up worms. So the pressure of digestate just laying on the floor brings all the worms to the surface and they get eaten, which is less than ideal because you need worms. Worms are good. tank for this block of land of ours off over in the distance.
Start you now.
Starting it back up now, I'm blowing into the nurse tank.
Okay.
In fact no, there's one more coming after me and then that's the last one, but this is the last one for me. And then we'll
Running 800.
nip up with the 724, pick that up after it's blown, get the pump
Okay.
home, we'll get everything home. And then we're back to fully umbilical Thursday and Friday. I'm going to go fert spreading with the 724, so I'll get that on video. That should make for a good video. Getting in a 724 after a 942 feels very strange. It feels like I'm driving a Tonka toy. I'll go pick the nurse tank up now because we're done. That's all done. Let's get the nurse tank 724. All the pipes are off 1050. Ready to go back. Callum's here with the reelers. Gonna get it in. We're just following up the rubber bar now. The cow arms just behind it. Get everything home. And that's a big block of land done. 1050 on a pump. What a time.